2024 has been an important year for India. We had an interim budget and then we had the world's biggest election exercise. But now that the country has elected its stable government, we must ask the question, what do we work towards next? Well, the Audacity of Hope was a keynote address heard at the 2004 Democratic Convention delivered by the then Senate candidate and future US President Barack Obama. What is this audacity that we talk about? It's for a country that imports 40% of its energy to become a net energy exporter. It's for a country that is the world's biggest arms importer to become the biggest hub for arms production. It's for a country that sleeps hungry and in the dark to have 100% saturation of schemes that provides houses, food, electricity, and water. So now as we build up to the 2024 budget, let's have this audacity and work towards it. For that will be step one in achieving the dream of a Viksit Bharat. Here are 21 goals that India needs to work for, which NewsX is presenting to you, and let's call it, in fact, the Audacity budget. Goal number one, make energy a net revenue earner for India. India imports crude oil worth 120.7 billion, LNG worth $13.5 billion. In total, India imports about 40% of its primary energy, 90% of its oil and 80% of its coal. Now imagine if all this money is made available for education, for infrastructure, for health and for other areas. That's why India needs to become a net energy exporter. India is the third largest producer of electricity in the world, second largest producer of coal in the world, but focus on renewable energy sources, adoption of clean technology, India can achieve an energy independent future. Goal number two, make defense production a net foreign exchange earner for India. India continues to hold the title of the world's largest arms importer. But it is true now that India is making records when it comes to defense exports. 21,000 crore rupees in 2023-24 was a staggering 32% rise in the last fiscal and a 31-time growth if compared to 2014. India's defense production is also a record 1.27 lakh crore output in 2023-24, which marks the highest ever rise. So it's true then that India is making strides in defense production. Goal number three, make the best supercomputing architecture. India's supercomputing feats have come away, but we are still way off from global leaders. India's finest, the Eravat, which was installed at CDAC in Pune under the Indian government's national AI program, was ranked 75th in the world. Goal number four, create the best quantum computing architecture. The National Quantum Mission, approved by the Cabinet in 2003, allocated 6,000 crore rupees till 2030 to seed, nurture and scale up scientific R&D. But when compared, it is just $0.75 billion as compared to China, that invests about $3.75 billion, and the US, that's investing about $3.75 billion. DRDO, TIFR, TCS have all developed a 3-qubit quantum computer, and they're planning to build 7 qubits, which will be a significant update for the country. Goal number 5, create the best theoretical physics ecosystem. Theoretical physics is a branch of physics that employs mathematical models and abstractions of physical objects and systems to rationalize, explain, and predict natural phenomena. India needs additional government focus on meeting global standards when it comes to theoretical physics. We do have institutes as well, but we certainly need to go a step further. Goal number 6, become the largest producer of drones in the world. Indian drone companies generated a revenue of 225 crore rupees in 2024. China, who's the world leader, generated 12,740 crores. That shows that India is currently behind in the drone manufacturing race, and we do have a PLI scheme that was introduced in 2021. But this needs to be expanded, considering India is aiming to become a global hub for drones by 2030. Goal number 7, developing the best robotics research and development ecosystem. The draft national strategy for robotics designed for this has current plan of having over 20 centers of excellence for AI and robotics. Goal number 8, make RuPay an international rival for Visa and MasterCard. Currently, 5 countries, Bhutan, Nepal, Mauritius, Singapore and UAE have adopted RuPay. India is now in talks with Maldives and several South American and African nations to also adopt RuPay. Goal number 9, make Gift City a hub for international banking to rival Singapore and Dubai. India's first operational greenfield smart city and international financial services center now includes 35 fintech entities. witnesses daily trading volumes of $30.6 billion, but needs to house the biggest banks in the world. Goal number 10, take UPI to every single country in the world. India is currently the global leader in instant payments, accounting for half of the global transactions. While UPI has also been adopted by countries like France and others, it has the potential to reach every country in the world. Goal number 11, become the first country to launch 6G and achieve the fastest commercial rollout. The Bharat 6G Alliance is in India, in fact, is looking to forge partnerships with other 6G global alliances. It has already signed MOUs with NextG Alliance of USA, 6G SNS IA of European Union to develop 6G technologies. Goal number 12, build solid state and sodium ion batteries to power our cars with our own cells. It's no secret that solid state batteries are the future of electric vehicles. While Cupivolta has launched India's first lithium-based solid state battery and Ola aims to build them to power all of its cells by next year, there's a need to build a robust ecosystem with incentives to promote R&D. Goal number 13, all electric cities and all electric states as well. India's EV market is expected to grow 66% in 2024, but we must have the audacity to aspire to first build all electric cities and then all electric states too. Goal number 14, become the largest solar power in the world and become the leader in solar production. India is the world's largest solar parks, and its solar energy capacity has increased by 30 times in the last 9 years. Goal number 15, India's own mobile operating system with its own app store. Bharat OS, introduced in 2024, is India's only homemade operating system, but it needs a 360-degree push from both the government and the consumers to be able to compete with Android as well as Apple. Goal number 16, Atmanirbharta in cloud computing to end data dominance. The recent Microsoft outage is a lesson on our dependence on the company, and it's a timely reminder for India to begin designing its own cloud and data centers. Goal number 17, become the #1 shipbuilder in the world. While India has 25 commercial shipbuilding yards and 30 plus dry docks, its share in the global shipbuilding sector is less than 1%. Goal number 18, make ISRO a revenue earner on space launches and put up India's first spacecraft. Skyroot has launched India's first privately built rocket. Agnikul has launched world's first 3D printed rocket. It's no breaking news that ISRO's ability to do successful launches in resourceful ways is the best. We must cash this ability to make ISRO a huge revenue earner and put India's first private spacecraft in the orbit. Goal number 19, lead the world in providing fastest satellite internet. Satellite broadband is likely to now be made available in India, and it's important that an Indian company not only launches it, but becomes successful in taking it to the world. Goal number 20, produce the best semiconductor chips in the world. But the government initiatives such as Semicon India and India Semiconductor Mission was a much-needed kickstart to India's journey to make silicon chips. We need to accelerate the program to make the first made-in-India smartphone. And goal number 21, India must become a global leader in 3D printing with R&D and skill development. How must we achieve all of this is something we're going to speak to our experts today about.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.